So in today's video, I thought it would be worthwhile to talk about BrickLink. Now, I know it's still Lego. BrickLink is, we'll go straight on into it. If you don't know what BrickLink is, it's essentially a platform that, you could basically open your own shop and sell individual Lego parts, sets, minifigs, the whole spectrum from parts to sets, new and used, all have to be Lego. I don't think they have any off Lego brand stuff. So like Lego actually bought these out, I believe in maybe 2020, the BrickLink website. But it's a really cool platform, and Lego has been doing a lot more with it. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about the BrickLink Designer Program, which, if you don't know what that is, essentially we could submit designs into the BrickLink Designer Program, and it had the option to be selected to be made into official sets, official Lego sets through the BrickLink Designer Program. So all parts were new. You get a custom box that was actually white. They had 3 programs ran in 2022, 3 rounds essentially. Actually, it was 2021, and the sets did not ship until 2022. So I really enjoyed it. There was some really good sets. So like round 1, we had the Castle in the Forest, the Great Fishing Boat, the Cockapoo, the Pursuit of Flight, and the Sheriff's Safe. Round 2, we had the Clockwork Aquarium, Modular Lego Store, Mountain Windmill, Retro Bowling Alley, Venetian Houses. I regret not getting the Venetian Houses. I'm going to be completely honest there. Round 3, we had the Diner, which I think was amazing. The Modular Construction Site, which I also thought was amazing. The Mountain View Observatory, which was good. The Winter Chalet, and then the best set of all time, the Studgate Train Station. One of my favorite sets of all time is that one right there. So really good. It was 3 rounds. It took over a whole year to get these sets, so just keep that in mind. You essentially pay up front. You don't pay up front. You basically do a crowdfunding program where it's like, okay, I'm buying the set. You put your credit card in or whatever, your debit card. They take the money and then they give it back to you. And you don't pay for this set until it ships, which is like it ships and then 1 week later you get the set. So I think it's amazing. So even if you wanted the set, you have a year to back out essentially. So if you're questionable on some of these, you probably want to get them. And one of the other cool things is they are like, I believe they did one of 10,000. So they only made 10,000 of this set, 10,000 of that set, and so on. I think they later on upped that number to maybe 20,000 just because the demand was so high. But regardless, it was still a limited quantity. So that was round 1 through 3 of 2021, and sets did not ship till 2022. But here we are in 2023, and things are changing a little bit. We have 3 rounds, like we've seen in the past. We have the round 1, which is going to be the Old Train Engine Shed, the Mountain Fortress, Parisian Streets, General Store in the Wild West, and the Snack Shack. Wow, that's a tough one to say. Those are our 5 rounds. That's going to be coming in February 2024. I told you guys on the channel I'm going to keep you up to date on some of these BrickLink designer sets. And here's one of our first updates. I will definitely do more videos as the times roll around for these, because we'll probably go live and buy these together or something. Order all 5, or I don't know. We'll order it probably. I've definitely had my eyes on the Old Train Shed and the Mountain Fortress. I think those 2 are for sure buys for me. The other ones I'm kind of up in the air about, but we'll get to that later on. Next we have Series 2, which is going to be in June of 2024. So again, the major milestone dates were February 2024, and then now we have June of 2024. This is a strong one as well. Looks like the train fans are really getting some hype here, because we have the Brick Cross train station. That's a buy for me. The Lodging Railway. That's a buy for me. And then they also have a Mushroom House. Kind of reminds me of Smurfs. We have the Omnius Isle and the Ocean House. And then Series 3 is actually currently going on right now. You can go ahead and submit your sets, whatever you want to submit, and if it gets chosen, it'll go into crowdfunding. So just to be mindful, I believe there's like over 100 sets that were not chosen. Yeah, here 185 sets were not chosen out of the 5 that were. So just keep that in mind. There's a lot of submissions. So anyways, that's where that kind of goes. So major date there is February 2024. But also the major purpose of today's video, I wanted to discuss that with you guys, which is really exciting stuff. I love the BrickLink Designer Program. But LEGO also recently dropped a thing called MOC Pop-Up Store. And this is completely new. So your favorite BrickLink Designer Program designs fulfilled directly. So you can order your favorites. Now they currently only have 41 designs. I'm assuming that number is going to go up dramatically, because it's kind of simple, right? All they have to do is drop the Excel or the file that has all the parts, and then you can buy the instructions online. But 41 sets, and you could just buy these whenever. And I'm gonna say it's a good and bad thing. One, you're supporting your local stores, right? So like one person I always support in the whenever I'm buying from BrickLink is my good friend Life Bricks, Tyler from Life Bricks. So he has a BrickLink store. He sells parts individually. So if I were to buy this set, I could potentially buy, I don't know, 10% of the parts from him, or 20%, or all of the parts from him. It just depends, right? It depends what parts are in here, and depends what parts he has in his store. But essentially, you're buying these from individual stores, and I say that it's more people like yourself and me. I am not a BrickLink seller, however, I know the efforts that go into it just because I've seen Tyler's operation, and hands down, right? It's hands down, it's incredible work. So that's showing your support there. Now, on the contrary here, you're also, of course, supporting Lego, right? Because Lego owns BrickLink. So no matter what, Lego's going to get a cut, a percentage every single order, which is awesome for Lego, right? Showing our support to Lego. But that was one of their probably big things on their acquisition to buy BrickLink. So something interesting there to think about. Would this be going on if BrickLink was not bought out by Lego? Who knows? It might be a different ballgame, but we'll never know because they do now own BrickLink. So anyways, in today's video, I also wanted to take a glance at some of these sets that are going on, maybe pick out some of our favorites. One thing I'm going to say is it is a little expensive, and we'll see that here later in the video as we look at some of these sets. But I like that they have a challenge list. Like I don't know if it's 1 through 5 stars, but advanced looks like it's out of 3. So moderate, advanced, moderate, challenging. So 1 to 3 stars on how the difficulty level is. So this train engine on a platform is just moderate, so being the easiest. But just this set alone is going to cost you at the minimum $71 to $90. And I don't know if that does not include shipping and handling. So I would say add at least 10% on top of that for shipping and handling, which is crazy. Now, one of the things I'm going to say I don't like about BrickLink is that a lot of times it's hard to find a seller with every single part. And in all means, I'm not knocking it, right? That's difficult. That's like me saying I have every part to build this set 100 times for all the 100 people out there that want to buy this set and build it. That's difficult to have, right? That's a lot of parts, right? And a vast majority of parts. So you're gonna have to go through multiple sellers, and that's not the problem. The problem is for me, paying shipping, if 5 times over, or even 2 times over, or 3 times over, paying shipping for 5 to even more orders. Like maybe you have to get 5 items from a seller, right? Like that's a lot to pay shipping, 12 times for one single order. And I'm going to go ahead and jump because I know there's a set down here that I really do like. It's the modular apartment. It's advanced level. And check out the price. The price estimate is $556 on a low end, all the way to $1,035. And let's be honest, guys. If this was a retail Lego set, would this retail for $1,000, even $500? I think this set is every bit worth, I would say, $400 to $450. I mean, I'm automatically comparing it to the still available set, the assembly square, which is 4,002 pieces, and it's a modular and a half, meaning a base plate and a half. And I believe this is the exact same. This is 1 base plate and a half. I could be wrong. It could be 2, but I kind of want to double check. Yeah, I'm wrong. It's actually 2 base plates. So think 2 of the assembly squares. And for that price, essentially, what is that? I think they're $300 now, maybe over 300 something. I don't know. I think they're 300 even, so $600. And at the minimum, you're going to pay $536, and that does not include shipping on the maybe 5 orders that you have to place. So I'm going to go ahead and click purchase. Oh, I have to put my username and stuff in there. But okay, well, building instructions are $20. I'm going to go ahead and open this on a new tab. Duplicate. But okay, yeah, it's expensive. The checkout price is a bit different than the usual BrickLink. Let's take a look. Okay, next. You're done. Continue. Okay. I'm sorry, guys. I'm doing this on the side screen just because I didn't want any personal information. All right, let's drag this back over. All right. Modular apartments, 610 unique parts, 3,858 total parts. So in total, guys, this has less parts than the assembly square, which you automatically put it at 10 cents price per piece. Just a kind of rule of thumb. It's not always there, right? It could be, 15 cents or even, whatever it may be, even less. But 10 cents is also a general rule of thumb. So it's expensive. So get everything from 3 stores, which is pretty decent. Is going to cost you $621, including the instructions. And then you got free shipping. You have to be determined shipping, and the estimated shipping is 53. So I don't think that includes the 53. 160, 530. Oh, so I think it does include that. So there's only one right here. This shipping is undetermined. So that's the only one. So I guess that's not terrible. So you'd be at like probably say on the worst side, $650. Say 660 just to make it more difficult. $660 for this this modular apartments building. I don't know. I find it hard to justify, but that's just one of the many examples. Again, I wanted to leave this open in the comments below to kind of hear what you guys have to say. Now, by all means, I think these sets are amazing, and to have this in your collection or on in your Lego City or in your displays, it's going to be really cool because a lot limited more people are going to have this compared to the assembly square. So maybe you're arguing with me like, hey, Cristo, it's 100% worth it just because I know there's got nearly enough many people out there that's going to have this. And that's a great way to look at it. So there's multiple things to consider, guys. And one of the other things is, like, again, the limited availability. Like, it's harder to do this. It's more of a planning. It's not total like, oh, just buy a Lego set, build it from there. Like, you actually have to kind of part it out and get all the pieces. I know it's all there for you, but it's just a little bit more getting into the hobby, and I think it's a little bit more specialized is the best way to put it. I'm sorry, guys, I saw the Space Museum and my eyes just went like crazy. I'm like, oh, this thing looks awesome. So that's the cool thing, is you get to see really cool designs. Honestly, guys, I think these are really cool. There's so many good ones already that I've seen. I'm not just totally in love with, like, okay, I gotta buy that day one. I don't have those. I think the Space Museum is definitely up there, and then that modular apartments, and then also the stables and inn would go awesome with the blacksmith. I think those are like my 3 favorites, if I'm not mistaken. This was actually really cool. The mini golf course. I don't know what I would do with that, but it's really cool. But if there was one that I just had to have, it was like, I don't know, just as said, I can't remember off the top of my head, but one of the ones we talked about in previous videos were like, oh my god, we want that so bad. I think it would be a little bit different, and I might jump on it instantly. But because it's just sets that I think like, oh, those are really cool. Like, this arcade is really cool. It's another modular building, but unfortunately, I can't buy every modular building that there is because I'd be left living in them, right? Like, I would have no money left over because there's so many, right? It's just so popular because they're all adjoining where you could just buy a bunch of them. So, anyways, I think for the channel, I think we should probably buy one of these and showcase our experience. So, let me know what you think, which one we should buy, and I'll definitely consider it. Or maybe we'll wait until more designs get offloaded. But anyways, that's kind of my first thoughts and opinions on this MOC Pop-Up Store. I think it's really cool. I'm really excited for it. It's got a lengthy way to go. I think it'll be really exciting, but hopefully the prices come down a little bit because on the cheapest end you were at like $660. So I hope to see prices get a little bit cheaper. But anyways, guys, I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. Let me know what your favorite BrickLink MOC Pop-Up design is. And I didn't say it earlier, but we do have a sponsor for today's video, and no one decided to sponsor us, so we're going to showcase our Pokemon collection. And in today's video, we're showcasing our Vaporeon Star. I actually pulled this from a pack when I was a kid. So, pretty nostalgic card, really cool, but for those of you who are like, what the heck's going on, we don't have a sponsor for today's video, and with that being said, I like to showcase my Pokemon collection, so if you'd like to see more, make sure to subscribe, and we'll showcase more of our cards in future videos. But anyways, guys, that's going to wrap it up. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Love you guys. Hope you have an amazing rest of the day. My name is Cristo from Stud City. We will see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Peace out.